What's up, strugglers? Oh, new lens, who dis? Yeah. No, yeah, I got a new lens. Shout out to all my patrons for making that possible. Anyway, hey y'all, Scott here. Boy, are we gonna have some fun today. So I think it's fair to say that over the years, I've become a pretty die-hard fan of Marvel, and I know that people have very mixed opinions on that, okay? Say what you want about Marvel, but I really enjoy their movies. They're so fun to watch, okay? The action is great, the characters are just beautifully written, and almost always they have just the perfect amount of comedy sprinkled in there. If nothing else, they're visually stunning. They look so good. And I really don't think that I've ever been as excited for a movie to come out as I am about Endgame. Oh, wowza. Superhero movies and TV shows have become such a massive spectacle over the years. Like, things that used to only be possible on the pages of a comic book or in like an animated show or something are now fully possible in live action settings, and they look so gosh darn good. But what about before all the CGI? You know, what about before these massive movie budgets and before they had thousands of people working on one project? What about before live action superheroes were good? I got this DVD set of season 1 of the 1960s Batman TV show in a Christmas gift exchange like 3 years ago. I had no idea the beauty that I had received in that gift exchange. Thank you, Alex, by the way. It sat on a shelf for years until like a month or two ago when I finally decided to give it a chance. And wow, I wish I had done that sooner. Guys, I am not exaggerating when I say this is the most absurd television show ever created. It is so much fun to watch. It's just an absolute joy. I want to take you through some of this today, and I want to start off by saying I know the show was intentionally a little bit silly.
I shouldn't wish to attract attention.
Definitely don't take this very seriously. It's not like the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight that we've all come to know. Where are we? That being said though, every other version of Batman that I've ever seen has made him out to be this broody, mysterious, badass character, and that is absolutely not the case with this version. And it's a little bit refreshing, but it's also very jarring in a good way. So without any further ado, I think it's time that we dive in to Batman the TV show, Season 1, Episode 1. Okay, so we begin with some establishing shots of beautiful Gotham City, and there's a narrator and he tells us to
put your gum under your seats, hold your breath, and get ready to cheer Batman and hiss his diabolical enemies.
That's something that audiences used to do in live theater productions. When the good guy would come out, you'd cheer really loud, and when the bad guy would come out, you'd hiss at them. I went to a Jekyll and Hyde play one time, and everybody was doing that every time Hyde would come out. Everyone was like, hiss, 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 boo, boo, hiss. It was super weird. Anyway, we've got the Prime Minister of Maldavia visiting Gotham City to, I guess, give us a gift. I don't know, it never really clarifies why he's here. There's this big piece of art that they're gonna unveil as a gesture of friendship to the United States. Maybe we were at war with Maldavia and now we're settling our differences with a big old piece of art. They even brought
traditional Moldavian friendship cake,
which I would love to get my hands on. Look at that cake. We need more friendship cakes in the United States. We need to be more like Maldavia. So it's time for the Prime Minister to cut into the cake.
which I'll now chop for you in the name of...
Shit!
Hey, look!
They then find a note in the cake, and the villain of this episode is revealed. Oh baby, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Why is an orange like a bell? You know what this means, don't you?
Who's it gonna be?
It's the Riddler.
It's the Riddler! The Riddler?
Right, Chief O'Hara, the Riddler.
Not the Joker? Okay, I mean, what? First episode of a new series, I just figured they'd want to start off with a heavy hitter, you know? The Joker, Batman's arch nemesis, really hook people in. No, you know what? Yeah, Riddler's cool. Yeah. Yeah, Riddler's cool. Yeah, he's the Riddler. You know. No, you know what? No, Riddler's great. Yeah, he's great. He'll be great. This will be great. Apparently the Riddler is an absolute beast in this universe because even the police decide he's too much for them to be able to handle.
O'Hara? Inspector Bash? Any of you think you can handle him?
So they decide to call in the man, the myth, the legend. So Alfred picks up the phone and tells the police commissioner that he's going to tell Batman what's up. He'll let him know what's going on. And it's so funny because the police commissioner says this.
We're in luck, he's at home.
I don't know. It's funny to me to think that the police would be like, hey, Batman, yeah, it's me. You will never guess. Yeah, no, it's another supervillain. I know. Are you busy? Are you home? Anyway, Bruce grabs little Dick. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What I mean is Bruce asks Dick Grayson, who is Robin, if he wants to help him out.
Holy barracuda! You mean... Sure, Bruce, why not? Sounds swell.
Sounds like a yes to me. Let's go fight crime. They open a secret door in Bruce's office to reveal a dick joke, I think. Classic. So Bruce takes Dick in his Batcave. I can't. Bruce brings Dick Grayson into the Batcave, and then we get the iconic theme song. So as soon as the theme song is over, we return to the regular show and we see Batman and Robin come sliding down their poles into the Batcave. But in the last shot, when they started sliding down the poles, they were dressed in just regular clothes, and now they're wearing their tights? How did that happen? Are these poles magical? Did they somehow get dressed as they were sliding down the pole? Did Bruce see Dick's legs? Yeah. So Batman and Robin finally arrive at the police station and they are tasked with solving the Riddler's first riddle, the one that was so difficult, so mind-bending, that the police couldn't figure it out.
Why is an orange like a bell?
Answer, because they both must be peeled.
Right. You peel an orange and you peel a bell, get it?
I'm sorry, what?
What idiots we are. Now, why couldn't we have worked that out?
Probably because it's f***ing impossible? Honestly, who in their right mind would guess that? Who could figure that riddle out? What is peeling a bell? What does that mean? Actually, hold on, I have to look that up. Oh, I guess it's P-E-A-L, and it means this very, very specific thing. Why would Robin know that? Is he a bell expert? Did he get his doctorate in bell terminology? Why is he flexing his vocabulary so hard? Robin's a nerd. Well, they use that information to figure out that the Riddler is probably going to be robbing the Peel Art Gallery. Duh. So they run off in their little tights to go stop him. But when they get there, they get a phone call on the bat phone from the man himself.
Batman speaking.
This is a recording. Before you trip over your cape, Batman, riddle me this.
Okay, how the hell can Robin hear anything? The phone is pressed up against Batman's head. There's no way he can hear anything. This isn't the first time that they've done this either.
Your old arch enemy, the Riddler.
Good heavens.
Him again.
Maybe Robin has supersonic hearing. Anyway, here's the riddle.
Riddle me this. There are 3 men in a boat with 4 cigarettes but no matches. How do they manage to smoke?
Do you have any clue what the answer to that could be? Okay, for real, I want you to take just 1 second, take your absolute best guess at what you think the answer to this riddle could be. Write it in the comments, and we will see how close you get, because I promise you, you're not gonna get it. They decide that they're gonna climb up the side of this building to see if they can catch the Riddler, so Batman just yeets a batarang up there, and then they very convincingly scale the side of the building. Oh!
Got him red-handed.
They find the Riddler just pointing a gun straight at this guy's face. That's pretty concerning. But there are some bars blocking the window so they can't get in, and Batman decides to cut them off with something that he had in his belt, I guess. And just as Robin is about to hurl them right off the side of the building...
Watch it, chump. Put us, you're in safety.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
So Batman pulls out this freaking hook from his utility belt so they can hang the bars up without having to throw them off the side of the building. And I just want to know why. Why does he have this tool on his belt dedicated for just this very specific situation? What else is he gonna use that for? Hanging up a jacket? Does he really use the hook often enough to warrant a spot on his belt? There's not unlimited space on that belt. Why does the show bother showing us any of this? Well, Batman decides to stop caring about safety altogether and just smashes his body right through this window.
Hold it, Riddler.
So Batman's in the middle of handcuffing the Riddler, as vigilantes do, but then we get hit with a major twist, and I'm talking M. Night Shyamalan here. This is the twist of the century.
What the?
It's too delicious. I even gave you a tip-off.
Batman, you've made a mistake. He didn't steal that cross.
What?
I tell you, it belongs to him. He lent it to me for a show.
But Mr. Peel, we saw him take it from you at gunpoint.
Gunpoint?
Batman would have just gotten shot point blank in the face if there was an actual bullet in that gun. Didn't even try to move. Like, no survival instincts whatsoever. He just bang, right in the face. So I guess the gun was a lighter, and that's why he was pointing it at that guy's face earlier, because he was trying to light his cigar. But why did he keep pointing it at his face so long after the cigar was definitely already lit? Well, hey, now we get to finally see the answer to that riddle from earlier. Hey, let me know how you did, okay?
There were 3 men in a boat with 4 cigarettes and no matches. How did they manage to smoke? They threw 1 cigarette overboard and made the boat a cigarette lighter.
Of course, they make the boat a cigarette lighter. You freaking idiot.
Out riddled.
I'm starting to think that maybe Robin is in cahoots with the Riddler, because who the hell could solve any of these riddles? Anyway, the Riddler finally uses this opportunity to reveal his evil plan, okay? And he does it in typical Riddler fashion, with a riddle, for seemingly no reason at all.
Oh, what is it that no man wants to have, yet no man wants to lose?
A lawsuit.
Correct, boy wonder. Adios, amigos. See you in court.
Ah, yes, every superhero's biggest fear. A lawsuit. This show was ahead of its time. Did Batman predict The Incredibles?
According to legal experts, the $1 million lawsuit filed this morning against Batman for assault, slander, and false arrest appears to have every chance of success.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Every chance of success? If this right here is that supposed assault charge, that's pretty weak. Slander? When did he slander the Riddler? Was it when he said this?
The Riddler contrives his plots like artichokes. You have to strip off spiny leaves to reach the heart.
I don't think that warrants $1 million lawsuit. Okay, so Bruce Wayne is rich as frick, so $1 million lawsuit probably isn't that big of a deal to him. But the real problem is actually this.
Batman will undoubtedly have to reveal his true identity in court.
So to avoid that, Bruce and Dick decide they're going to take matters into their own hands and try to catch the Riddler in an actual crime.
Great Scott, Dick.
I'm flattered. So naturally, they solve another riddle.
When is the time of a clock like the whistle of a train?
When it's 2 to 2. 2 2 2.
Right you are.
2 2 2.
What has neither flesh, bone, nor nail, yet has 4 fingers and a thumb?
A glove, of course.
Could it be an address?
I've got it. 222 Glover Avenue.
You've done it again, chum.
And just like that, they're on their way. The clues lead them to a nightclub, which Robin is obviously too young to enter.
Sorry, Batman. I'm afraid the boy is underage.
It's the law.
So Batman courageously goes in alone. He's strutting his stuff, you know, absolutely killing it, as Batman does.
It's Batman!
He goes to the bar, orders a fucking orange juice.
A large fresh orange juice, please.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what a power move. What a power move. And then he instantly gets seduced by this woman.
What's your name?
Molly.
You interest me, strangely.
Now, if you're a fan of the Christopher Nolan Batman movies, or maybe the Arkham video game series, or really any other version of Batman ever, I feel like it's my responsibility now to give you a little bit of a trigger warning for this next scene. Don't say I didn't warn you, okay? Look away right now if you don't want Batman to be ruined forever, okay? Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, the dancing is cut short because it's revealed that Batman's orange juice was actually poisoned, and he bites the freaking dust. That's a real dick move, by the way. Okay, you don't poison a man's orange juice. What kind of person does that? Oh, it's the Riddler. And he's wearing this outfit now, I guess. Why does he even bother hiding his identity? Clearly it wasn't an issue before. This is a pretty sick Donatello cosplay though, I won't lie. So he and his goons end up kidnapping Robin very loudly, very slowly, right in front of a huge crowd of people who do absolutely nothing about it. He also tries to start the Batmobile on fire for some reason.
Can't take the dreaded thing out. Burn it up!
Yeah! But obviously the Batmobile has fire prevention measures. What are you, stupid? You didn't think that it had automatic fire extinguishers? You idiot. Well, it turns out he didn't have to take out the Batmobile because as soon as Batman gets in and tries to drive away, this happens.
Officers, out of my way. They've got Robin. Out of my way, I said. I've got to go after Robin.
Hand me the key, Batman. I'm afraid you're in no condition to drive.
Yes, of course, officer. You're entirely correct.
I can't believe Batman was just gonna drive drunk. He didn't even have any idea where he was driving to. I mean, clearly, because they took Robin into the sewer. You gonna drive the Batmobile down a manhole? You silly goose?
Where have they got Robin?
And sadly, that's where part one ends. You know, Robin is unconscious in a sewer. Batman is drunk as a skunk about to get arrested. And the Riddler is apparently going to gut a young boy like a fish. Things aren't looking so great right now. Earlier in this video, I said, what about before live action superheroes were good? And the answer is, before they were good, they were great. I love this show so much. It is an absolute thrill to watch it. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait until next time to see what happens in part 2. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules here. But real quick before I go, I just gots to tell you about this video's sponsor. Dashlane, which I will now explain to you while I dash. I'm in the storage room of my parents' basement, and this treadmill I think was built in 1981, give or take a few years. Okay, so Dashlane. If you haven't heard of Dashlane, then you must be living under a freaking rock. And you clearly didn't watch my Tinder video. Fake. Fake friend. You're a fake friend. Dashlane is an app that works across all of your devices to securely store your login information. It stores all of your passwords in one place so you don't have to worry about forgetting them, and it lets you autofill your passwords so you can get into your accounts really quickly. It'll even let you know if your password isn't strong enough, and it'll change it for you. I've been going for what, 10 seconds and I'm already almost out of breath? Oh boy. You know, in a way, Dashlane is kind of like Batman. Batman keeps the city of Gotham safe. Dashlane keeps all of your login information safe. Batman has tons of useful tools like the Bat Hook. Dashlane has a lot of useful tools, like a VPN in the premium version. Who doesn't love a good VPN? Does using Dashlane make you as cool as Batman? I will neither confirm nor deny that. So the service is free to use, but if you go to dashlane.com/Scott Cramer and enter my code, Scott Cramer, you can get 10% off the premium version. And again, the premium version includes really cool things like dark web monitoring and a VPN. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up. It's such a good service. I don't know why you wouldn't get it. Well, you don't wanna be secure. You don't wanna be like Batman. You want the Riddler to win. You want me to puke? You make me sick. Okay, wow. I think that's about enough. Oh God. Okay, just give me a second. I'm sweating bullets. It's so hot in here. Guys, I'm so out of shape. Guys, I'm embarrassed. I'm really embarrassed. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. There are a ton of episodes of Batman, so maybe this is something that I'll do again in the future. I'm not sure yet. If I was a Batman villain, I would probably want to be known as the Struggler. The more you struggle, the faster you'll sink. It'd probably only work if I had Batman trapped in like a pit of quicksand or something. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and help me on my journey to get more followers than all of my old high school classmates. But as always, I'm Scott from Disney 365, and I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye. Na 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 na.